Am I live? You're good. All right, what's up, everyone? I'm going live right now. Um, I'm not going to be live on Sunday with Oldies because I'm going to be doing at the Blue Horse, Oldies at the Blue Horse on this Sunday. So go out and support. But I might go live later or tomorrow with some Oldies. But today I want to talk about. So last night I got some, or this morning, I heard about a couple of incidents. Sad, sad. People don't realize the realities and the the reality of DUI, driving under the influence. Because so yesterday in Merced County, I don't know details, so I don't want talk too much or disrespect anybody's families or anything like that. So yesterday in Merced County, there was a DUI accident. I guess, like I said, I don't know details, but a mother had, I'm guessing she must have been the driver, and her daughter passed away due to uh, the mom being intoxicated, driving under the influence. And that makes me wish she would have got pulled over. I wish, she would have got a DUI and she would have had to worry about DUI classes and fines than her daughter passing away because of a dumb decision she chose to make. Um, and another thing happened out here in French Camp or San Joaquin County. I know that. Like I said, I don't know all the details, but I know there was 5 people that passed away. From what I'm getting, it was 2 kids that was not in the seatbelt. They were supposed to be in car seats, but they weren't seat buckled in. I don't know. They were in car seats and the car seats wasn't seat buckled in. I'm not too sure, but I know it was 2 younger kids and 3 adults, and they all passed away again because of the one driving was under the influence. And it's just the reality of it is that you're not guaranteed to make it home. Again, I wish that driver out in the San Joaquin County would have got pulled over and would have been worried about getting a DUI. Because now look it, there's 2 children and 3 adults all passed away because, again, of a 3-second decision, a wrong decision. A week ago, you guys all know that I had an extended family member pass away as well because he chose to get behind the wheel, intoxicated, and he made it, I say, about halfway home and got in a bad accident and didn't make it to the hospital. He passed away. So all these people dying over a 3-second decision. And this is something, everybody got to think about. Like, honestly, I wish they're able to do, say, for example, have a decoy checkpoint on a main road and do the actual checkpoints on the back roads, because that's what everybody looks at it. They only do DUI checkpoints on the main roads, avoid the main roads. But my main road was the back road on my way to work, and that person that ran into me would have got pulled over. I wouldn't be completely blind with one leg. I want to be fighting for my life, still looking at multiple surgeries, major surgeries at that. And I don't want to be suffering through seizures now. But these families, okay, these family members, let's get away from what happened to me for the moment. These family members now, not only do they lose two children, not only they lose, not only the griefs they have to go through, the problems they have to go through, but they're planning, and with this whole COVID stuff, they're not only planning for funerals, but the pain they're going through. And it's crazy because in 2019, the DUI stats, I'm not gonna get too detailed, but the DUI stats, it were high. They were high, incredibly high. But in 2020, they were higher during this whole pandemic. The DUI stats from accidents to injuries to death, people dying, to arrests were a lot higher in 2020 all over. I mean, I'm talking all over than it was in 2019. And I believe they're going to get higher this year because all the openings, everybody wanted ready to go party and they want to go. But everybody out there, my message is this: don't go and get behind the wheel intoxicated. Really, please don't do it, because you're not guaranteed to get home. You're not guaranteed to make it home. And luckily, you know, I had KCRA came and interviewed me about a half an hour ago about these accidents that's going around. And I want to say thank you for coming over, interviewing me. My message I want to get across, and I want to do it as powerful as possible. I want to change and better the statistics out there. I'm trying to make my negative into everybody else's positive. I want to make a powerful message where everybody stops or thinks twice. I know I can't change everybody, but I want to change as much people as possible their minds to think about getting behind the wheel intoxicated. I'm not saying don't go party. I'm not saying don't go have fun. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is think twice about getting behind that wheel. Or what I'm saying, period, no ifs, what's, buts about it. Don't get behind the wheel intoxicated. Plain and simple, don't do it, because you're not guaranteed to get home. And if you do it, I'd rather you get in trouble and get pulled over and get a DUI than killing somebody or killing yourself, hurting somebody, majorly hurting somebody or majorly hurting yourself. I'd rather see somebody get pulled over and fight a DUI case than fighting vehicular manslaughter or fighting was the words, I'm not too sure the words right now, fighting bodily injury and whatever the words are, the correct words, I'm not too sure, and I can't speak too good for those who knows me. My pronunciations ain't that the greatest, especially since they got to reconstruct my face still. My jaw still sits sideways, so a lot of words I can't pronounce. So I try to find other words, and I wind up getting stuck saying So, you know, with that said, you know, moving forward, I want to make a message to everybody out there that watches this. Please, I want this to go viral. There's a lot of messages, a lot of things I want to tell my story again. I want to update my story. I want to talk about me and show exactly what I'm doing. I want to put the certain videos and pictures up, which is going to be in my private. So whoever sends me their email, I'll put it in there and they'll get the link to be able to see everything, but it's too graphic to put on regular YouTube for people to see. But I want to send a message to everybody out there that does go and drink and drive. Don't do it. You're not guaranteed to get home. For example, last night was just in Merced County and San Joaquin County alone. They're saying including everywhere else. Terrifying. Honestly, it's terrifying. You don't know if it's going to be one of your own family members in the path of your way getting home, and you're going to crash into them thinking you're gonna get home safely or get from point A to point B, wherever it is you're trying to get to. You don't know who's gonna be in your path. You don't know they're gonna be kids in your path. Like last night in San Joaquin County, two kids that should have been in car seats, or maybe they were in car seats, but they weren't in seat. But well, anyways, that doesn't matter. I mean, it does. Don't get me wrong, but the point I'm making, 5 people died last night because of a drunk driver. Thinking, hey, I'll make it home. Oh, I'll make it to over there. 5 people died last night because of a drunk driver. I'm blessed. I'm one of the lucky ones. I made it. Yeah, I made it. I may be completely blind. I might have been in a coma, had a brain bleed, and lost my leg, and still looking at multiple surgeries. I I still got a lot to overcome. I'm still fighting. I was in the hospital for a long time, but I'm one of the lucky ones to be here. And no, I'm not going to sit there in the corner and feel sorry for myself. I want to push the issue and trying to save lives, trying to save people from fighting cases, and trying to save innocent victims through DUI accidents. I'm trying to make my negative into a positive, and that's my goal in life. My path was changed. I was a truck driver, but my path was forced to be changed. But honestly, I'm doing the best I can to make the best out of this, and hopefully saving people out there, and my message gets across. And it meant a lot to me that KCRA came and interviewed me about these incidents. And I call it incidents because they're not accidents. An accident when something happens accidentally. These are incidents because somebody chose to get behind the wheel intoxicated, which if they didn't make that choice, they'd still be here today. There wouldn't be accidents. For example, the person that hit me head on, if that person would have chose not to get behind the wheel intoxicated, hey, I'd still be a truck driver. And I was doing good. But I didn't let this break me emotionally. It might have broke my body apart in pieces and might have did a lot of damage to my brain and crushed my whole face in. And because literally my face, my whole left side of my body is just hardware and cadaver bones. I was supposed to live. I woke up from a coma listening to the doctors telling my wife, again, I guess come to find out, it was constant throughout the whole month. It's time to pull the plug. And then after they seen I was going to make it, they thought I was going to be completely brain dead. But you know what? I'm not. I'm here, and I'm blessed to be here, and I'm glad to be here. Yeah, I might be in 24 hours pain. I mean, a lot of pain. I need a reverse shoulder replacement that I can barely move my shoulder. Last night when I was DJing, my whole shoulder went numb because it was spasming, but I still did the best I can while I did it. My femur has been killing me. My femur still has been healed, and it's over 2 years. So I'm looking at more surgeries to add more bones for my hip or whatever the case may be. I still need a knee replacement. I still need a face reconstruction. But again, this ain't about me. This is about getting behind the wheel drunk. Maybe you think you're okay. Oh, I'm just a little buzzed. I'll make it. But you're not guaranteed to make it. Have you had a family member that died through a drunk driving incident, or know somebody very close to you that died, or been completely injured like I was? You don't know who's going to be in your path when you get behind the wheel intoxicated. And pray that you get pulled over instead of getting a bad incident. Again, not accident, incident. You're not guaranteed to make it home. You're not guaranteed to make it to where you're getting to, where you're headed to, I should say. I shouldn't say home because not everybody goes home. I should say where you're going to. It's not a guarantee. It's not a promise. You may think you're going to get there safely, but it's not guaranteed. Hope and pray that you get pulled over and you have to go through passes and you have to go pay the fines, then hurting somebody, hurting yourself, hurting. Last night, Merced County, due to a mother's bad choice, her daughter's dead. San Joaquin County, due to the driver's bad choice, 2 little kids are dead. 3 adults are dead, thinking, hey, we'll make it to where we're going. It's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. So, bottom line, think twice. Think twice before you get behind that wheel intoxicated. Think twice before, even when you got a little buzz and you think you're cool. No, you're not cool. You're not cool. And it's not cool to do it. Even hopefully I pray that you make it home or to where you're going safely. I really do. But it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. And the other day, I was talking to this person, and they were tripping because they got pulled over and now they're fighting a DUI case. And I told them straight out, man, if you didn't get pulled over, obviously they pulled you over because you were driving sideways or you were driving, not right. So they pulled you over and you got a DUI. Now imagine if they didn't pull you over, you probably wouldn't be here right now. You could have been locked up or dead or fighting for your life, or locked up because somebody else is fighting for their life. Just a couple months ago, right here down the street, this lady was drunk, ran into a family in the middle of the day, ran into a family, and the husband was in critical condition in the local hospital. The son got sent in critical condition to a hospital in the Bay Area, and the daughter died. The mom survived, but she split 3 different ways. She had a daughter that passed away, had a son in critical condition out of town, 2 hours away, and had a husband, her lifetime partner, locally. Which way does she go? She stays with the son that's in the Bay Area at 2 hours away with him while he's in critical condition. Stay with her husband that's local right here, close by, while trying to decide all this while she's grieving over her daughter. And all they did was went shopping at Walmart. They just were having a family day. And because some person chose to get behind the wheel intoxicated, blew their world apart. Literally blew their world apart. So, and this is just a gif of what's going on. I got so many stats right now will blow everybody's mind. Literally blow everybody's mind. For example, Stanislaus County alone, San Joaquin County is a little higher, but we're going to stick with Stanislaus County. Merced County alone is almost even with the whole state of Nevada, which is incredible because Nevada's 53% of Nevada's deaths are due to DUI accidents. But let's go back down to the county I'm living in, Stanislaus County. Pretty much quadruples the whole state of Nevada. And we're just talking one county. And, it's sad. It's sad. Because if people would be more responsible, man, how many lives would be saved, how many people would be happier, dealing with life, whatever it is they're dealing through, instead of dying or being with this whole COVID stuff. If somebody gets injured, I can't imagine my accident would have happened during this whole COVID stuff. And my family couldn't be next to me at the hospital site. Because I'm not going to lie. Even though I was in a coma, I kind of remember I heard them. I knew they were there. And I fought. I fought knowing my family was there, my kids, my wife, knowing everybody that came to visit me were there for me. It made me fight harder, especially for my kids, my wife. I fought to stay alive. And if they weren't allowed to be in there, would I have fought? Would I had the courage to know what was going on? Or nah, I don't think I would have. I believe, my mother-in-law, rest in peace, my two sons, rest in peace. I believe they were there. I believe they helped me fought, and I thank God every day because I know God sent angels down to me to help me fight. I know God was there by my side. But with this whole pandemic stuff and people can't visit nobody in the hospital, would I had made it? I really don't think I would have. I really don't think I would have. But you got all these people, and during this pandemic, the whole stats got worse than the year before. More people are drinking and driving, and I believe this year it's going to go up now that everything's opening. But honestly, it shouldn't. I mean, go party, have your fun, have a designated driver, save money for Uber, save money for a taxi, or go where you know you can crash out at. Crash out in your car. Hey, get in the passenger side and throw the heater on or the AC, whatever it is, But you got to make sure you make it home to your family or your loved ones, or make sure whoever's in your path is going to make it home to their loved ones. I mean, everybody out there that gets behind the wheel intoxicated, open your eyes. And please, everybody, if you're listening to this and you watch this, please share this, send this message across. I want this to go viral. If you want to follow me, follow me. I am a blind DJ. I'm teaching myself, but this ain't about that. This is about getting a message across about the realities of drinking and driving. This is about, I'm just talking about, you know what, 4 different incidents. We'll do that. Or we're doing 5 right here down the street. A young guy, straight, he was 19, taking the back roads again, taking the back roads. He was drinking, and he had a carload of friends, all teenagers, and he died. He was driving, he died. I'm not sure who else died in that car or got badly injured. I know it was a real bad accident. The driver died, he was drinking, and it happened to be one of my niece's friends. Another right here, and then I'm just talking about. I'm not even touching the numbers. And then the one I was talking about right here down the street over here by this Walmart, where that lady decided to get behind the wheel drinking and crash into that family and destroy the whole family's life. The girl she hit was barely, I want to say 12, 13. Her life didn't even begin. Her life didn't even start yet. Now she's no longer here. Her brother was in critical condition out 2 hours from here. The dad was in critical condition right here in town, and the mom split in 3 different ways, not including the families. Last night, the incident down there in Merced County, where the mother made a bad choice, made a 3-second decision. Now her daughter's no longer alive. Down there in San King County, where 2 kids, I'm not sure they were in car seats, they weren't buckled in, or if they were in car seats and the car seats wasn't buckled in, or they were supposed to be in car seats, not in car seats, but I know they didn't have their seatbelts. Now there's 2 little kids and 3 adults that's no longer here because of a 3-second decision. So, Everyone, please, 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 please open your eyes and do not get behind the wheel intoxicated. This is real. This is reality. This is a fact of life. I mean, look at it. And right now, honestly, it's getting worse, which it shouldn't be. But every 15 minutes, there's people dying or getting badly injured, like myself. I fought for my life for like 2 months in the hospital. This is real. This is real. It's not a game. Like I tell you, buddy, getting behind the wheel drunk, it's like playing Russian roulette with your life. The only difference is not your life you're playing it with. Yeah, it's your life you are playing with, but you're adding who knows who with you. You could be adding babies. You could be adding moms, dads, a whole family. For example, like I said, what happened a couple months ago down here, down the street by the Walmart. Um, like what happened last night. 5 people dead, 2 small children, 3 adults. What happened in the other county over there? Daughter did not make it because the mother made a bad 3-second decision. This is real, people. This is real. This is not a joke. Uh, for those of you that don't know my situation, let me show you a little bit. I'll give you a little rundown. I was on my way to work, literally just on my way to work. Woke up. Well, I didn't make it. See, now I got. By the way, I waxed her. And it's Cowboys, the number 1 team in America. I have to put that out there. But I now have a prosthetic leg with a femur that's not healed. I mean, I'm in pain even putting it on because my femur hurts. Am I stuck on pain pills? No, I'm not. I refuse to be. So I still need a shoulder replacement. I need a knee replacement all on my left side. I have hardware and cadaver bones in my face and my whole left side. I was in a coma. I had a brain bleed. It left me completely blind. All I see is pitch black. I can't even see my hand in front of me. I suffer from seizures now. And that's just a gif of what happened. And the person that ran into me, they had no car insurance. And I was in my work pickup truck, so I only had liability. I didn't think nothing of it, just to cover if it was my fault. So it left us homeless. And we had a fundraiser, and we had a lot of help. That's why I'm always saying thank you to Eternal Lights Tattoos. They're one that helped us out a lot, helped us come up with the down to get into where we're at now. Like I said, I don't really say no names on here because I don't know who wants to name live on social media or whatnot. Unless they ask me, like if I do shout outs and stuff, that's different. But this is real, people. This is not a game. This is not a joke. This is real. Everybody out there, please open your eyes. And like I said, you don't know who's going to be in your path. And for the ones that don't drink and drive, watch your surroundings, watch the cars in front of you. Like for me, for example, I seen the car swerving in my lane a ways before, and not thinking what I thought was it's early in the morning. They probably dropped their coffee. They went down to clean it up because they straightened up right away. But that should have been a red flag to me to pull over and let the car go by. But it wasn't. And if I did would have pulled over and they would have hit me, it would have been less damage because the force of the impact would have been less because I was going 55 and I was going speed limit, and I don't have no clue what the other car was going. And it took fire department 45 minutes for the jaws of life to get me out of my pickup truck. Now, luckily for me, the team that got me out of my pickup truck the day before did a run test of the exact same kind of incident. Again, another blessing of mine without being said. I don't know how to put it. So come to find out, the fire departments that got called to scene the day before, they were trained on that exact same kind of incident. And if it wasn't for that, they would have been a minute later, 2 minutes later, I would have died. Which that morning of my accident, I did incident. Let me correct myself, incident. I did die. I died 3 times. And they brought me back to life 3 times. So this ain't no joke, but I'm lucky. I'm lucky and I'm blessed. That poor girl out there in Merced County, she's not lucky. She didn't make it. That poor girl right here, that 12-year-old girl right here down the street, the husband and the son, I think, made it. I'm not sure what happened, but I know the initial incident, the girl wasn't lucky. Her life didn't even start. The boy that was drinking, teenager, he didn't make it. The 5 people down there in San Joaquin County, two little kids and 3 adults, they didn't make it. They weren't lucky. I was. And anybody who's listening to this that has drank and drive, you guys are lucky and blessed to be listening to this and watching this right now. You guys are lucky and blessed. So I'm really, really hoping I'm doing something positive. Being the fact that KCRA came and wanted to interview me of what's going on, I feel like I am doing something positive. I'm hoping I'm doing something positive. And I hear, even you just get through one person. To me, honestly, that's not enough. Getting to one person is not enough to me. I'm hoping I get through and save more than just one person. If I can do one person, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. Which I know I have touched a lot of people. I had a lot of friends that would go drinking and driving, and after my incident and hearing me, they stopped. But there's still friends out there that still do. I don't judge them for it, but I do pray that they make it to where they're going or get pulled over and save somebody else's life or even theirs. So the reality is, drinking and driving is not a game. It's not I'm just going over here. No, you're not guaranteed to make it there. You're not guaranteed to make it where you're going. And just like a couple weeks ago, I took it hard at first because, man, if I would just DJ that quinceañera, I don't remember, it was quinceañera Sweet 16. AJ, if he would have seen me and talked to me, then you know what? Maybe he would have stayed the night. Maybe he wouldn't, got in his car and drove off. Just maybe. Just maybe. Maybe he would have seen like, wow, shit. If he would have heard my story, and maybe I could have saved his life. Instead, I chose to DJ somewhere where I was gonna get paid some good money and wash more, I should say. And That way I knew that night that I was gonna come home with something to eat and get food in the next couple of days, and that's the way I was thinking. But then again, I didn't know. I didn't know that was gonna happen right there, with AJ. I didn't know, but I did take it hard because I would have rather have saved a life than get paid. That's just me. For example, these every 15 minutes I do, um, there's a person that pretty much does his speech. He's not a victim of a DUI accident, but I'm not going to say what county or whatever, but he does it for the money. He gets paid. He does it for the money, but he makes it fun. He makes it funny. He takes the reality out of it. He proves his point, but he takes the reality and the seriousness out of it. And for me, I don't do it for the money. I do it for the right reasons. I do it to save people. I make it impactful. I make it powerful. When I'm done, I have people crying. I have people coming up to me crying. I make it real. I show the reality of it, and I don't do it for the pay. I don't tell you know what, I want this much money. No, you want to give me a donation, cool. If you can't, cool. Either way, I'm happy. As long as I get my point across, I'm happy. So I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the fame. I don't do it for none of that. I do it for the right reasons. I do it to make it powerful. I'll do it to make it impactful. And I'm hoping my message goes viral. Because I'm not doing it to get paid like this other person that does it. I'm pretty sure he does it for the right reason too, but he gets paid, and he gets paid some good money. And unlike me, he doesn't need it because his job it's gets paid good money. On top of doing these speeches, what he asked for. Nothing against him. You know what he's doing. I thank him, but that's not me. I make my speeches. And it's not as honestly, it's not a speech. It's a testimony. I am a living testimony. I am a walking miracle. I'm making my negative into a positive the best way I can. I'm very limited on what I can do, but even with my limitations, I'm still pushing to and thriving to make a positive out of it. I got no grudges. I got no remorse or nothing, no judgment on people that do go out there and drive intoxicated. So please don't get me wrong, because I don't. But my point is, don't do it because you're not guaranteed to get home. Just like I got a few people that took it offensive a year ago, I think, or a couple years ago. They asked, "Where's the DUI accident at?" On my Facebook, and one of my kids was reading it to me, and I remember it was one of my kids and my wife. I said, "Give me the laptop," because I'm still able to type. I'm still able to do all that because I remember where all the buttons are at. I put on there, why avoid the DUI checkpoints? Go through them, because if you're not able to pass through it without getting DUI, then maybe they'll save your life. And some people understood, some people took it offensive and straight said, "Why do you wish that on people?" And like I replied to them, "Hey, I don't wish any bad on people, but I do wish to save lives. I do wish to save whoever's in your path, or maybe even your own life." That's my point that I was trying to make to them, and they didn't get it. And hey, I told them straight out, "Hey, if you don't like what I got to say, delete me." And a couple of them did. Some of them didn't, but a couple of them did. And for those that did, hey, you know what? You're one person that I can't save. You're one person that I can't help. It is what it is. I wish you the best, and I hope your path. There's one of them actually got in an accident, and there's another one. A guy actually got 2 DUIs. But if they would just listen to me, maybe they wouldn't have. Maybe that wasn't an injury accident, but they got a car they had to pay for, plus their own car. And now they both got DUIs that they got fines and stuff. Maybe they wouldn't have got those fines. Maybe they wouldn't have got those DUIs. So my point is, I'm trying to help everybody. I'm trying to save people from fighting a DUI. I'm trying to save people from fighting for their lives, and I'm trying to save lives. So hope this message goes viral. I don't know who's here, but I'm about to cut this short now, and I'm turning my negative into everybody's positive. Again, really think about getting behind the wheel, intoxicated, hearing all this, well, all the stats I get and it's outrageous. It's outrageous. It's ridiculous. Remember, everybody, wear your seatbelts, because honestly, that's one of the main 100 different reasons why I was saved, because I did have my seatbelt on. Or if I didn't have my seatbelt on, the way the engine landed on my lap, my body would have torn in two. My bottom half would have been in my truck. My upper half would have been out on the floor. It would have been ugly, and I wouldn't have lived. That's the plain simple fact of the matter. I wouldn't have lived if I didn't have my seatbelt on. My bottom half of my body would have been stuck in my truck underneath the engine, and my upper half of my body would have got torn out of the window. And that's reality. That's a fact. I hate to put it that way, but it's the truth. So wear your seatbelts. And for everybody that does go out there and drink and drive and is listening to this, please, plain and simple, don't do it. You're not guaranteed to make it home, even though you think you are, or you're not guaranteed to make it where you're going, even though you feel like you are okay enough to make it. You're not guaranteed. So plain and simple, don't drink and drive. And I'm making this straightforward. Don't drink and drive. It's killing people. It's causing great bodily harm, like it did to myself, which I am lucky. I fought for my life. I'm lucky I have my kids and my family there next to me, and I felt them next to me. It sucks now because every time I hear sirens, it takes me like PMS. No, not PMS. PZT, or no. The memory. It takes me back to that day. It takes me back to that morning, and I get flashbacks. For a long time, I didn't remember that morning, but I get flashbacks every single time I hear a siren, and I hear them every day. But it takes me back to that morning, and it takes me back to hearing those sirens, and I get flashbacks of that morning, and it's not nice. It's really not nice. This is a reality. This is a fact. Don't drink and drive. Don't get behind the wheel drunk. It's killing people. It's causing great bodily harm. Me being one of the victims. And a matter of fact, I'm going to mention another incident that happened a few months ago. Another family friends and family, 2 sisters. I don't want to get too much into details because, like I said, I wasn't given permission to. Well, I never asked, but they got in an argument right before. And when the sister got home, she found out they were out all night partying and they were drinking. When her sister got home, she got a phone call that her sister died in an accident. Again, South King County. I guess the sister went into a pool and died on the spot, on the scene. And another time I'll bring up again in San Joaquin County. Um, this couple was getting in the car, or they were sitting in the car, and a drunk driver came, and the girlfriend passed away, and the guy then got a broken leg. And they were just parked in the middle, or getting into their car in the middle of well, not in the middle of the street, but on the sidewalk. Again, because of dumb decisions, of a 3-second dumb decision. This ain't a joke. This is not a joke. And hopefully you get through, you guys, people out there that drinks and drives, get this through their heads before it's too late. Stop while you're ahead. Stop before it's too late. And it's real. I don't know how else I'm supposed to say, or what else besides I can give all the stats. I can break everything down, but the stats are just outrageous. It shouldn't be this high. Um, Honestly, the way he's looking, it's going from every 15 minutes to every 12 minutes. Who knows? But they're getting worse, and they shouldn't be. And you won't know the harsh reality until it actually happens to you. And that's what I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to stop it from happening to anybody else. I'm trying to stop it from you becoming a victim, becoming a casualty, becoming statistics. And I'm trying to stop you from fighting a case. So it's real. I hope you guys got the message. Make this go viral. If you guys want to follow me, please do. If you don't have to, but at least share it. Thank you. God bless. And I'm out. Anybody in here? I got to get one of my kids to come kick me off the YouTube. Can anybody hear me? Sorry, I'm completely blind. So, my kids set me up. And I don't even know where the computer's at. All I know is in front of me. So I got to get one of them to come in here and shut it off. So this, again, caused because of a DUI incident. Yeah, baby. Again, this is caused by a DUI incident. It's no joke. I had my eyesight, I had everything. I took my kids to the trail, I took them for bike rides, I took them to all their events, and now I can't do none of that. But you know what? I'm still blessed to be here. Are you here?
Yeah. You're still talking.
No, I'm ready. I was just finishing up. I was waiting. All right, everybody. God bless. Hope you guys all stay safe. And remember, don't drink and drive, and wear your seatbelts. I'm out. Go ahead, Ben.
Say homework.
Am I off?